We're here at the downtown Vancouver waterfront, which once was an old concrete jungle of nothing. And as of today, you can see behind me is the brand new concrete jungle of everything. And what we're gonna talk about today is not only what you can expect in housing that is here, but some of my favorite spots to eat, drink, some great entertainment that's down here. Additionally, what you can expect if you were to visit the downtown Vancouver waterfront. If you don't know me, I'm Jamie Mushaw with Jamie Mushaw Real Estate, and I've been helping clients buy and sell homes here in the Southwest Washington and Portland metro area for over 30 years. And we've recently been helping a client sell a home nearby here, but we're here today to highlight the downtown Vancouver waterfront area. What most people don't know is that there is actually two different parts of the waterfront here in Vancouver. Again, we're standing in the newer portion, but on the east side of the I-5 bridge is the older section. And what's over there are some waterfront properties. There's other restaurants. It's pretty much all built out on that side of it. There is a little bit of new construction that's going to happen, that they're tearing down some old restaurants over there and going to be building new housing and other restaurants in place of that. But we're going to go down there and take a look at that in a bit. And really what we're focusing on, since we're right here, is all of this new area that's down here and everything that is going on in the brand new section of the waterfront. So this project has been going on for quite some time, about 10 years now. And one of the things that I really wanted to chat about today is what you can expect when you come down here. And one of the great things about this waterfront is it's made for families and everyone to come down here and enjoy. You have a splash pad. Over here you have a grassy park area. In the summertime, they have concerts out here that are free to everyone. And so not only is this fit for visiting and outdoor walking, there's a over 5 mile long trail here, but you can get practically any type of food that you want down here. Over here to my left, we have WildFin, which is a seafood. They're known for their fish and chips. We also have Dosalas, which is an upscale eatery. And then all along here, we have hotels. So if you're visiting from out of town or you're relocating here and you need a place to stay, there are a ton of different options to choose for a hotel to stay in. Additionally, in regards to food options, some of the greatest spots in Vancouver are here in the downtown area. Sorry about the planes going by. If you are in the downtown Vancouver area, it is one thing that you're gonna have to deal with. But going back to food that is available down here, and trains, you do have to deal with planes, trains, and automobiles. One of the things that I was going back to mention is that whatever type of food that you want, they have it down here. Some of my favorite spots, if you like burgers, is they have Stack 571 over here. One of my favorite burgers in all of Vancouver is located in the restaurant in the AC Marriott Hotel. It's called Ondas. Ondas has, in my opinion, one of the best burgers in the Vancouver area. You have a lot of wineries that are down here as well. If you want pizza, there's Crust Collective, which they make an absolutely incredible pizza. If you're looking for creative cocktails, there's the Witness Tree at the top of the Indigo Hotel. That's one of my favorite spots. It has a huge balcony that overlooks the river, and we're right across from Portland, so you have a great view of that. Anything that you could possibly want to do is here in downtown Vancouver. And I think it's super important to note that a lot of people, when this was being built, were really hesitant about how this was all gonna come out and turn out. And as you can see behind me, it is done beautifully. This rivals the South Waterfront in Portland, which I think is important. This is not as crowded as that area. One thing that they're working on is adding parking here, so when people come and visit down here, that there's more parking available. And at the very east end of this development, they are building a similar project to what is up in Seattle, the Seattle market. They're building a smaller version of it. I don't know that it'll rival the Seattle market up there, but it's supposed to be pretty comparable and have some of the same features that are going to be up there. So that'll be cool to have down here on the waterfront. And one of the other things that you should really know about is that if you want to buy to live down here, you have that option. It is expensive because you're paying a premium for the location here. Additionally, there's a lot of different places that you can rent here as well. And as you can imagine, rent is very high down here. This is not a cheap area of Vancouver to live in, but the flip side of it is that you're paying for the location, and location is key in everything. So if you want to commute and pop over into downtown Portland, you're not far from that. If you wanted to do shopping and everything, if you wanted to go to the Portland International Airport, you're probably only a 15-20 minute drive from there. And so you have a lot of great features here, not only in food and beverage and entertainment, but the location itself, you can get to anywhere from here fairly quickly. Oh, hey, fancy to find you here. We're gonna talk about housing and what you can buy and get on the waterfront here in Vancouver. And we really briefly mentioned a bit about some of the housing that is down there, but I kind of want to go into more depth of what you can expect when you're trying to find a property to purchase or even potentially even rent here in the Vancouver waterfront area. But before we talk about where we're at right now, I want to go over what you can kind of find down in that Vancouver waterfront area. And a lot of it is going to be new construction because obviously that is all new down there. And if you were looking to purchase a property down on the Vancouver waterfront on the new side, you can expect to spend anywhere from about $800,000 all the way up to even close to 2 million, depending on what property and building that you're in. And your rents are obviously significantly higher down there as well. You know, you can spend anywhere from $2,500 all the way up to probably over $4,000 in rent. And so your properties that you're looking at buying or renting are going to vary significantly different from where we're at right now. Of course, when you're in downtown Vancouver, there's also homes that you can purchase, but they're not right on the water. They're off of the water in downtown Vancouver. So you can get pretty close to it, and you can spend anywhere from $500,000 all the way up to $1.5 million, depending on which neighborhoods you are in downtown Vancouver. But it gives you that easy walkability access to it. Where we're standing at now is basically on the east side of the I-5 bridge. So this is going to be the older portion of where you can find homes that sit on the waterfront. Specifically where we're standing right now is in one of my properties that we have for sale. And if you look over here, this is about as close that you can get to the water as possible. If they were to rebuild these today, you would not be able to build these properties because of how the tide lines work and whatnot. So this is pretty unique. With these homes in here, they're townhomes, and they range anywhere from, they're on average about 1,700 square feet, and price points will range anywhere from about $1 million to over $1.5 million, depending on the property that you're looking to purchase. But the nice thing about it is that even though you're not in downtown Vancouver, you have this great walkway out here that goes all the way directly into the downtown Vancouver area. So your location is a prime location, even though you're not directly down there. It's just a quick walk or bike ride, or even if you want to drive your car down there, you're just a couple minutes away. The other great thing about this location is that over just a couple blocks from here, you have two great restaurants that you can eat at, McMenamins and Oswego Grill. If you don't want to go into downtown Vancouver, 1 block away is restaurants, as well as an amazing coffee shop and bakery right on the corner. So you have all of those conveniences here, along with just the location alone is prime, because you're not going to get any closer to the waterfront than you are with these particular properties. Do you want to be transparent? This is something that you have to deal with. You are directly across from Portland International Airport, but it's a small price to pay to be out here just feet away from the water, because this is the view that you will enjoy every day if you're in this area of downtown Vancouver. Downtown Vancouver Waterfront is obviously one of the best new developments around. You have everything from all types of food that you could want. If you want to bring the kids down here for a day of being at the park and splash pad, it's great in the summertime. There's a lot of entertainment down here in the evening time for date night, or even if you do want to bring the kids down here for any type of food, there's all types of restaurants and things down here that can accommodate with or without kids. And we've talked about housing and properties down here that you can either buy or rent, and some of the things that you're going to have to deal with. Parking's not great down here. They are trying to resolve that. You have planes overhead. You do have trains going by every once in a while. But overall, if you're visiting the downtown Vancouver waterfront area, it's going to be a great experience for you. One thing I do want to mention that I know I didn't mention before, the Yard Milkshake dessert bar, phenomenal. Make sure you don't go there after you eat. You probably just want to go there on its own to enjoy it. It's amazing. Full dessert bar in there. Make sure you check that out. Thanks for being here on this video with us. Make sure you check out our next one. I'm Jamie Mushaw with Jamie Mushaw Real Estate.